My dearest gentle viewer, thank you for tuning in to Accessorize Your Life. I'm Julia. Beauty Over 40 is back in a big, blooming way. We are all choosing a spring flower to create a April showers bring May flowers makeup look. I'm so excited to see which flower each lady chose. But in the meantime, let me know down in the comments which flower you like best and which flower you would do a makeup look around. But now let's take a look at the ladies. And if you don't mind, I'll assign a flower to them. For instance, Lady Simply You Makeup. Why not give her a crocus? And Lady Makeup Therapy, a tulip. And finally, Lady Beauty Over 40, peonies. To get the actual tea on which flower each lady chose, visit the Dropbox below, get their calling card, and gentle viewer, please be kind and leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Now stay tuned and watch the look that I create. We are all like flowers. From the seed we emerge, cultivated by life experiences, we blossom. We rise into a gentle soul with clarity and determination. For today's look, I will be using some products from Bridgerton times Kiko Milano. Kiko Milano is a brand out of Italy, but some of their items for this particular collection were made here in the US. I can relate Kiko Milano more closely to ColourPop and the beautiful palette they did produce that I picked up, Grandeur and Baroque. It just has that sense of nostalgia and period, maybe Victorian period piece to it. The colors are not what I'm looking for, but ColourPop I think is a brand that's on par with Kiko Milano, being that they may be in the same price range. So it's our American version of Kiko Milano in my opinion. So talking about Bridgerton times Kiko Milano, I like to show you the palette that I plucked into my collection. It is the 02 Ballroom Bliss. It is a quartet of colors. This is the outer packaging. As you can see, the cameo there, the butterflies and the flowers, very Bridgerton inspired and done beautifully. So this is the palette itself. It's cardboard, no mirror, 4 colors. There are 2 mattes. One looks like cream for your coffee. The other one looks like coffee with cream in it, a reddish lilac-y brown. And I'm thinking even in the pan it looks more reddish, but once it's applied I believe it looks more lilac-like. Here you have a mauvey lilac color here that is a metallic, and you have a shimmery color here that looks like a copper penny without the redness. So I'm excited to use these. I have already tried them out before and I do like them. There were several palettes in that collection, 3 to be exact. I only picked up the 1. Now as far as another eyeshadow from that collection, it is the Featherington Fancy Eyeshadow Stick in a beautiful lilac color, or it's called Whispering Wisteria. And again, this is from Bridgerton times Kiko Milano. This is what it looks like. I'm excited to use it. I will do a little swatch of this because it's a cool color, but it works so well on the skin. And it has staying power and it's opaque. So I'm really liking that. And here's the packaging that it came in. And lastly, what I picked up from the collection is a lip balm. And it's called the Aurora Balm. And it's in 01 Lady Lilac. So there's a theme here if you haven't guessed. And this is what it looks like. It's very soft. It's very shimmery. Very pretty. It has more of a fuchsia color or pink color in the tube, but once you apply it, you see the lilac color in it, a violet, kind of rosy violet. It's very soft. You have to be careful with it. My lips are parched, so I think it'll be great to just put on right now. I'll wipe it off later. And let me do a quick swatching of the palette for you. Those 4 colors here. I'll start with the cream. And the cream and the coffee color to me. I hope you can see the lilac that's sort of in there in my opinion. And next, this beautiful color here. Metallic, kind of your mauvey purple lilac color. And lastly, you know, I'm thinking this last color is more of the metallic formula, this bronze color, and this one, the violet lilac, mauvey lilac, or violet color here, is more of the shimmer. I see larger particles in it. But anyway, we're going to use that. I'm excited about using these colors. Now, the only thing from the Bridgerton times Pat McGrath collaboration that was out a few years ago that I have is the Blushing Delights palette. You may have seen this. It's in my Shop My Stash. And I will be using a blush from here plus that highlighter at the top. Very pretty. I love the packaging on this. I love the coloring. And I also like the packaging here. I would have preferred it to be another color though, versus the green, but it's okay. I think it has that wisteria blue in it. Wisteria blue maybe? Yeah. Alrighty, so my face, the base is done, the brows are done, and I'm ready to get started. Oh, I might add, I did put a little bit of Tom Ford's palette here on my cheeks just to give me that glass look that I wanted, because there was a lovely blush and highlighter in the Bridgerton times Kiko Milano collection, but I did not get it. So I went in with my Tom Ford here just to give me a little glow to the cheeks. And I'm going to stop for a moment of tea. I hope you get yourself a drink as well. Delicious. Okay, where to start? With the eyes. I do want to mention that I have a few other palettes here that may come in handy for this look. I have the Glam Light Wine palette. I think there's a beautiful deep purple in this palette that I would like to possibly use. And my air conditioner is coming on, so you'll hear the noise. I had thought about the Juvia's Place. This is the Violet palette. I was considering it. There's even a deeper violet color there. And Dior, the 159 Plum Tule palette. That color in the center and maybe a highlight with one of those. Not sure, but I do like it and I'm glad I have the options from Bridgerton. And I'm going to use that darker color on the outer corner and see if it brings me the color that I want to have there. I'm not sure it's deep enough, but we will give it a try. There is some kick up there. As you know, I like to make sure that this part of my eyelid is covered with a deeper shade so that it's not so noticeable, because it droops right there in the corner. That is my hooded eyelid there, really drooping. Okay, that is nice, but we'll see whether or not I need to go in with another palette to deepen that outer corner, or if I'm getting what I really want from it. So far so good. And I'm going to go in with the Featherington. This is the fancy eyeshadow stick here in Whispering Wisteria. I tell you, this collection is totally gems. Very nice, very nice. I think I picked up some really nice pieces from the collection. I think there was a liquid eyeshadow, but I was not interested in it when I saw it, because I'm thinking hooded eyes and eyelashes, just picking it up. But I do have this little liquid eyeshadow with loads of glitter in it from the Dollar Tree, and it's a sparkle liner, and it's in sapphire. So if I needed to just bring a little more lightness to the eyes, I could use this. I don't think I needed the other. But here we go with the stick. I'm going to start way back here with it. And it's very emollient. It doesn't feel like it's pulling or dragging at all. And like I said, it is a cool color. You can see that. Now I'm going to take a brush here, maybe this flat one, and just start to work it in. And by the way, I am using the brushes from my Sonia G collection. Yeah, the blue one's for hooded eyes. Let's put it that way. When words fail you, recoup. That's pretty. Okay, I blended out the eyeshadow, and I already put on eyeshadow primer and started in with this beautiful color here. And it is a shimmery color. This is the most shimmery one in the palette, I believe. Well, the only shimmery one in the palette. And it's going on beautifully. Doing the same thing over here. I love using my fingers for shades like this that have a lot of fallout because they're shimmery. But I must say that this shimmery shade doesn't make the fine lines and texture stand out on my eyelids. It kind of diffuses everything. So I'm happy about that. And I believe, as I thought, I need a deeper color for the outer corner. What will it be? Let's go in with the Dior, because I think it will be just enough. Right there. And it's a matte. I'll take it right here. Now I have to add, the reason why I feel like I need to go in with a deeper color, because this is a very cool tone palette from Kiko Milano times Bridgerton, or Bridgerton times Kiko Milano. It's a very cool palette, and just like the lip balm and the eyeshadow stick, I chose all cool colors because the color that I was going for, lilac, yes, indeed. So I'm liking this better this way. That added just what I needed it to add there, a little deepness. And I think I'm going to take that darker color down on the lower lash line. So I'm getting a pencil brush or a little fine brush. Don't think this is a pencil brush, but I'm going to place it right here. Just have it meet the outer corner And what I want to do is take a liner. This is from Comedy, and it's a green or emerald color liner. As you can see there. I'm going to go in my waterline and add it. And to open up the inner corner, I'm going to use a white pencil right in the very corner here. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm going to step away and put on a little bit of mascara and maybe some lashes, and then I'll be right back to talk about the flower that I feel is so beautiful for early spring flower that I am basing this look around. Stay tuned. Alrighty, lashes are on and I touched up the eyes some. I have a little more to do with the Dior palette. So I'm going to grab a brush and I want to go in with this beautiful lilac shade here and just put a little under the brows. Oh yeah, I did the hair too, just a little bit. Now I want to take some of that off because I don't want it too much. There. Then I want to take another color, which is this lighter shade here, this lighter lilac, and bring it on the inner corner here. Just a little. So that when the head is turned, you see a little light there. A little bit more on this side. Okay. I think I'm done with the Dior palette, and I'm definitely done with the Bridgerton times Kiko Milano palette, which I really love. So next I'm going to go in with a little, I guess this is my bronzer, and this is from Collabs. So I'm going to use a little bit of it. I need to find a brush. I think this little one will do, and just get a little bit of it right in here. I think this look is great for adults going out, chaperoning the prom, the teachers or parents who have to chaperone the proms. I think this is a great look for that. And even if some of the prom goers want to do a hairstyle similar to this, put little adornments in the hair, accessories if you will, earrings, and then just a simple top for us with a cowl neck. So a little bit more. And I bet you know from looking back there what the flower is that inspired my look. The Wisteria. The Wisteria is native to China, Japan, and Korea, and it was brought to America in 1830, or around that time, loosely I should say. And here in the mid-Atlantic, spring flowers are abundant. I saw daffodils, I saw crocuses, I saw forsythias, and what else did I see? Lavines or something like that. There were so many flowers out early. But what caught my eye and what I could not get out of my head was the wisteria. I could see it cascading down sound barrier walls and homes. It is invading. It is beautiful though. I think in order to have something like that, you have to know that there are risks involved when you plant a plant like that or flower near your home. It is very invasive, and it just can take over other trees. It can take over even the foundation of your home if you're not careful. I'm ready to go in with Blushing Delights. This is again Bridgerton times Pat McGrath that was out a few years ago. I'm going to use probably the fairy brilliance and then the champagne color for sure. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I don't want too much going on. And I have to be careful because these brushes can pack color in. I mean, woo. So just about here. Don't want too much. See what's on my brush? Because this brush, this fan brush from Sonia G, can lay some color down. You see that? Only takes a little. And us mature beauties, ladies, we don't need a whole lot extra. We just need a little bit. I think a little bit goes a long way. I even felt like I needed to go back in and take some of the eyeshadow off, which I did. It was a lot. Okay, I put that away, but I need to go back in it and get some of the highlighter. So I just want to be ever so careful to get this little darling here. So I bet you're wondering what the wisteria flower represents. The wisteria flower represents love, longevity, and resilience. Even though it doesn't bloom very long, those are its qualities. And yeah, I chose it because it's beautiful. I did not look up the qualities beforehand. I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury and I'm using this brush from Hourglass, and this is my finishing powder. It will tone down anything that is just too much on my face. It's best to do it. It's like taking, you know, that you heard that old saying is go back in the mirror once you finish dressing and take off one thing or something because it may be too much. Well, this is what this does here. It just takes the color down, so plus sets everything. Gives it a good look. I think I like that, yeah. And now finally I want to go in with the fragrance that I thought best represented the flower Wisteria. This is from Marc Jacobs. It is called Daisy Dream, and this perfume or fragrance actually has wisteria in it. Oh, it's lovely. I have the Bath and Body Works Bridgerton times Bath and Body Works candle burning over there, and the wax is smelling so good. So why not fill the room with a little more wisteria if I can, you know? Just like a whiff or a walk amongst the flowers. Blooming, sun shining, everything's so nice. Now before I go, I need to put on a lippy, right? So I have a little bit of that beautiful lip balm on. But I want to line my lips ever so lightly. This is Pat McGrath's. This is the Legen lip liner. Just a little bit here. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of Flesh 3, this lipstick. And I think I'll top it with the balm. Just a little bit. And you can already see it's a lot. And now with the balm, again, this is the Opulent Aura Balm in 01 Lady Lilac. So pretty. Just there. You have to be so careful with this. It's so soft. Okay guys, that wraps up my look. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful to you or someone who you know may be going out to a prom or a dance and want a soft floral inspired look, hopefully Wisteria. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Take care.